Okay, on this Uchimata, I'm gonna do a hop step. So I think this is the most dynamic, quickest entry. It's not as explosive, which usually leads to a can-can finish where you have to hop. But we're gonna do it both ways. We're gonna slice through them a couple times, and then we're gonna hop and circle in a certain way. It's just an entry that is the most sneaky. Rather than doing a big explosive step, you just kind of weave your way in, okay? So for this scenario, we're not gonna be too worried about how he is. We're just gonna learn how to do the steps before we get like into a certain sequence where he's off balance one way or leaning one way. So my entry isn't kind of a stepping and a pivoting. It's gonna be a flick of my foot. So I'm sliding my close leg just like this, as though I'm like kicking my nails on the mat right there. I'm not pulling it. I'm just flicking. From here, once I flick, I'm rotating and pulling. So I'm getting to the same position as my T-step and my back step. It's just I'm getting there in a different way. So it's same pull with both hands. I'm getting that Kazushi off balance break where he's coming forward towards me as I'm rotating and cutting the distance. So it's I flick, I rotate, and I'm in this entry position. So the taller you are, the less important it is to be deep. I'm shorter, so I'm hopping towards him when I do this. But if I'm taller, it's okay to do all this out here. And I don't need to swing my foot in front if I'm taller. I could just kind of let it hang back because the length is what's gonna get you this throw and the second effort by hopping and can-canning. For me, I'm a little shorter, so I'm gonna have to get up and through him to pop and lift and throw. So my Kazushi's the same. I'm kicking, flicking, and I'm rotating, and I'm ready to throw. Sometimes it's difficult to just get a big blast to get this leg of your partner or opponent off the mat. But in this case, we're gonna practice it with a good uke who's okay with falling, and he's gonna take that fall a few times. So I'm flicking, rotating, throw. Again. So now our opponent or partner isn't as easy to unbalance because our pull isn't as good or we're longer. So we're gonna hop and circle into a can-can finish. So it's very important that we follow a couple rules here when we do this finish. Once we get in, we have to circle away from our opponent as we hop towards him with our supporting foot. So it seems like a contradiction. It is a little bit. But when we get this in motion and we break his balance and we lift his foot off the mat, my supporting leg has to hop towards him, but my body is circling away from him. So there's this motion where every time I hop, I should be one step closer to finishing him with this Uchimata. So it's very important that we are able to be stable. And that's what you could go see the videos where we're doing solo drills. Refer to that video on how to do that. Because when we're in this moment, we gotta know some balance. And we have to be able to figure that out into the equation of throwing another person on one foot. So a couple times where I do the can-can hop finish. So say Gabriel's a little bent over. I'm gonna flick, rotate, lift this leg, hop, circle, and I continue to pull. I never stop pulling. The sleeve hand completely engages behind me. I keep that. I don't push down. And that's the common mistake here. A lot of people, when they try and throw Uchimata, they push away because that seems like they'll go to the mat. You have to continue to turn your back and rotate as you do this, so your elbow goes behind you. So as I do this flicking and kicking, so one more time.